All right, I'm ready.
When you are.
3,
Ready as well.
2, 1, go.
Okay, fallen banner.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, the audio's got all crunchy
It
on
did.
Twitter.
That's
Oh,
engaged.
this is engaged, right?
That's engaged
That's
music.
Engage music. So we're
Oh,
probably
look,
getting
it's
female
fallen
here.
Alear. Oh, who would have guessed?
Wow.
It's not on my thumbnail or anything.
Yeah, not on my thumbnail either.
Green armor dragon.
Green dragon armor.
Finally,
She's
can
gonna
we
have,
have-
watch, she's gonna have brave. 100%. She's gonna have brave.
Can we have a good dragon skill, please?
Yeah, we need
Foul
something.
Foul
Nope,
blast.
no.
Oh, look,
Foul blast
it has
is
brave.
100%.
It has. Ooh, diluvial boost.
Scowling fighter. Excuse me. It's probably not as
Scowling.
good as shield fighter.
That's
though.
what we need. More fighter skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally not going to get replaced by Shield Fighter.
Yeah.
Another dragon. I know, right? They could have made her a sword.
Oh damn! How do you feel about this, dude? Lucina's getting owned. Oh, they didn't have miracle though.
I mean, my Lucina wasn't killing anything anyways, so I guess it's
dang.
for the course.
Alright,
Okay, can we get
nice.
something actually interesting, please?
Shit. Oh,
Oh.
male Alear. Okay.
Oh, I called it. I was right,
no,
Satachi. I said
Oh,
Alear
wow.
1, Alear 2.
I am not a defect.
So I
The
got
Lears
sword.
look really
Okay,
good.
they
This
look
one
really
looks
sick.
better in my opinion. I
They
think this
look
art looks
really
better.
sick. They look really sick.
Yeah.
Felchild's Blade,
Gust.
Gust.
Okay,
It's a
we have
very
Gust.
short weapon description. I must
Bond
be bad.
Breaker, Speed Defense, Spiked Wall. Okay, that's
Ooh,
actually
okay.
the Speed Defense. Okay.
So far, this is pretty
That could
boring, though. I'm
be
not gonna lie.
very
I think there's
This
choices
is
there.
pretty boring.
I think he has miracle.
I mean, I'm hyped. I like
Oh,
Fallen
he has
quite a lot.
Miracle?
My whole chat is Zing right now, literally.
Okay. He has Miracle? Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay, that is the odd.
Robin Athos, man. Athos had that.
Fell dragon.
Well, no, because Athos can't double, or
No,
needs to
he had
double,
it.
I guess.
He had it. He
But
did.
his entire kit.
Who's this?
Oh!
Maria?
Oh,
No, that's, what's her face?
That's,
Lena.
Yeah,
Or
Lena.
Yeah.
Oh,
She looks so good here.
yay. It's Fallen Maria 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Magic Shield.
okay, with Magic Shield.
That is a long weapon. Holy crap. I see Miracle again. I
So
see
we're
Miracle. She's literally Fallen Maria 2.
Tidings.
So-
Oh, Tidings, we have another Dazzling, A.
Okay.
Or the first one. I don't remember. If
So the
other
last
one
unit
was
should be
Dazzle or not.
blue.
Most likely, I think.
Yeah,
So, Arcane Lance?
Yes.
maybe. I mean, what? I don't know what
Magic
could be
Shield, yeah.
Johanna, Loki.
It's just Johanna with Sling.
Yeah.
Honestly, valid.
Fallen Maria aged up pretty much.
Alright.
Gravity.
Oh, Gravity. Wait,
Yeah,
that was
Gravity.
the special, probably. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably. It even has Fallen Maria on the map, too.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's-
her Miracle's within 3 range.
Yeah, 3 range.
Okay, rearmed.
Miracle.
Here's the Arcane.
That'll be interesting.
Here's the
And you,
Arcane.
okay, so we have a rearmed. Who is this? Is it Dedue? It's Dedue.
Oh my god.
I only live
Yes!
because of you.
Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. We
my
actually won.
god.
We
Oh
actually
my-
won, chat.
Wait,
we
he
actually
fucking
won.
saved
That's
from
safe.
across. He saved from across the map. What?
That was a 3 range save, I think.
Assault fighter.
Assault Bullfighter 4!
What?
Bro.
Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, that
Can
that's
warp to
interesting.
Oh my God.
allies?
Bro, from Mortis versus Fallen to do.
I will say, this sprite looks absolutely sick.
Oh my god.
He
Yeah.
did save across the whole fucking screen. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So 4 range save, which
That's
I would have complained about
bro,
if it
that
And
wasn't
warping!
for,
And he's warping in!
Oh no!
Sorry,
What
chat.
the
Fall
hell?
there.
I
The
warned you guys,
mistletoe.
you might not have been here, but I warned you if the Duke showed up, I was gonna scream, so.
We actually got to do. Wow, we didn't get Shez. That's kind of crazy to me.
For the true king is such a bad, yeah, it is a very badass skill name.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the freebie?
Fafnir.
smart.
Fafnir?
It's Fafnir?
It's Fafnir.
Wait, really?
Wait, is it?
I'm being so serious. Fallen Fafnir is the
it is
GHV.
Fafnir. Deserved, honestly.
Okay, 1 second, chat.
That's
Okay.
kind of a shaft, not gonna lie, but you know what?
That's hilarious, and also I'm totally fine with this because that means I don't have to have Fafnir as a mythic, ruining a mythic slot later.
Exactly,
good with that.
exactly.
What? Fallen Fafnir? That's
There you go, chat.
hilarious.
Oh my god, I'm messing up so hard, chat. There you go. There's Fafnir. So that's kind of Oh, is he an armored dragon?
Wait, who?
Oh,
I
that
didn't
would
see him.
actually be super sick. Wait, hold on.
Was he in the trailer? I just didn't see him.
No, he wasn't.
No, he
Okay.
wasn't.
They had such low
But I
efficiency
guess
factor, they
like
gave him away for
in
free.
game he was as an enemy he was a fallen dragon.
Oh, that's true.
Or
That's
he-
true.
yeah.
That's true.
So I guess that makes sense.
Bro, I'm actually like, I'm gonna be real. I was so ready to skip this banner until the end. I was just like, okay, I'm
Yeah,
done. Like, I don't.
they got you at the end. That's how they do
Okay.
it.
That's crazy.
What order do you guys want to go in? I'm going last.
think
yeah,
go
of
first.
course.
I'll
Okay.
go with yeah.
Okay.
Because I am actually super hyped for Fallen Female Alear.
Okay.
Even though, you know, I just had to do me dirty with the Lucina, but it's okay.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Chief.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Real quick. Sorry. Sean Dolphin. Yes, Dedue is a fallen beast in 3 houses. That's why he's that way. Okay, good.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, we have Fell Child's Arts, accelerate special triggered unit attacks twice, even during enemy phase, and then we have Dragon adaptive damage. If foe initiates combat, or if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25% at the start of combat, inflicts penalty on foe's attack, defense, res, equals the number of distinct game tiles among allies within 3 space of unit times 3 plus 9, max 15. If unit triggers Savior is treated as 15, so that's minus 15 to those stats. We have DR halving. We have true damage equal to 20% of a unit's res, excluding AoEs. We have flat damage reduction by that same 20% of units res. And then if the special triggers, you get another flat damage reduction. So yeah.
So it's like the most
basically.
typical 2025 weapon ever.
Pretty much.
It's literally the copy paste of exact same stuff you see on every single unit. So,
But with Brave.
Nothing really. With Brave, sure, but
with
like
Brave will make it really interesting.
Yeah.
Because it can get past like Miracle Yunakas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Without Erica Ring. So you can save that on Young Camilla.
I think I'd be more hyped if Erica Ring didn't exist, but like now it's like it's just an opportunity cost pretty much like at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, Fell Blast. I assume this is a perf. Boosts damage by 50% of units res when special triggers. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit HP is greater than equal to 20%, grants Fell Spirit to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Interesting. If foe initiates combat, if units or foe special is ready, or unit, okay, that's the armor float effect. And then unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range during combat, so AF doesn't counter us there. So Fell Spirit inflicts attack speed defense res -4 on foe and neutralizes effects that prevent units counterattacks during combat. Any reduced damage by X% effects that can be triggered only once per combat by unit's equipped special skill can be triggered up to twice per combat. Wait, what? Oh, I see.
It's like just like the twin save.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also when unit or foe is engaged, inflicts an additional -2 to all stats on foe during combat.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that a lot. That's really
I hate it. I mean, it's good. I hate it though. Like sweep effects were like one of the only ways.
Yeah.
That's also NCD. Yeah.
It was like one of the only ways to deal with armors, right? Like that's why Fjorm was so strong at the moment, like the past week, was because she had NCD. So now every armor having NCD, I don't love. I think it's bad. I think it's scary.
Well, it's just her. The rest of your team has NCD.
Well,
right.
In either way,
herself is an armor, so it would only be like another near save that would have NCD.
Or whatever, whatever the opposite you're using her as,
Yeah.
Right.
And as I guess it doesn't matter as much because you're not going to run 2 armors. I mean, it has happened before, but probably not in most situations.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I think when it comes to Summer's duels, this is more. I don't know what this is more for herself, honestly.
It's just it just makes her have another NCD armor. Like
pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is really strong right now.
It's really strong, and as we've seen with Fjorm, like it could just checkmate things. Especially in combination with the Brave. The one thing this doesn't have is that since this is a special, it can't really be used with Shield Fighter. So she'll have to rely on her own flat DR and everything, and not just like the thing you get from Aegis.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this Alear slow? I just realized.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is the first, honestly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right, so we also have Diluvial Boost. That's a really cool word. I like that. Grants HP plus 5. If foe initiates combat or if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 50% at start of combat, grants attack defense rest plus 9 to unit during combat and restores 7 HP to unit after combat. Okay, I mean, we've seen this before.
Right.
It's
Different
pretty
stats.
typical.
Yep.
Yeah. Scowling Fighter. If foe initiates combat, or if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 20% at the start of combat, inflicts attack res -4 on foe, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's res, excluding AoEs, reduces damage from foe's attack by 20% of unit's res, so we have another layer of flat DR there. Grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat, so we have special acceleration. And also, if foe's attack can trigger foe special, and unit's res is greater than or equal to foe's res +5, inflicts special cooldown count +1 on foe. Okay, so yeah, that's Scowl.
Yeah.
It's Slick Fighter,
think s-
except you have Scowl and
Yeah.
Special Charge. That's literally it. And the
I feel
stat.
like I feel like they're pushing Scowl too much. I don't think Scowl's nearly as valuable as they think it is.
Right.
Like, the thing is, we'll have to see her stats because like if her defense is as good as her resistance, which it probably isn't, but if it was, like I'd rather use like Slick Fighter.
I agree.
I think it's Slick Fighter, right? Because that neutralizes your penalties. I'd much rather have penalty neutralization on myself than
Yeah, Slick
than
Fighter is
Scowl.
neutralizing your
Than
penalties.
Scowl, like 100%. And special charges are like so
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Nothing. Yeah.
I don't think it's great. Or if I'm taking tonight, I don't think so. Maybe.
I think it should be tonight. Yeah,
Oh God.
actually.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm not
I'm
super
not
high on this either.
Yeah.
Not
I think-
surprised,
You
but
probably
you know.
swap that out.
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say. I
something
think there's like a
different.
whole. I think this is like a Rhea kind of where like you rebuild the whole unit in some situations. You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, here's the skeleton, rebuild everything because like you don't want any of these skills probably. Like maybe the A, but I don't think you want the B.
Yeah.
I mean, it's higher ground. You'll probably keep just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
definitely higher ground.
Yeah.
Higher ground's just really good, so there's no reason not
Mhm.
to. I mean,
So you
it's just
probably
another
just swap
NCD
out-
armor, right?
yeah.
So like,
Mhm.
she's probably just better than Fjorm. So like, if you're gonna use Fjorm, you probably just use Alear.
I want
Also,
to see how the combat goes because
right.
Fjorm has the shield fighter, which is really good. But if this
Yeah.
Alear can tank without that Aegis, like her flat damage reduction is enough, then yeah, she would be above Fjorm in that case. And then you can run
Right.
Erica Ring on your Camilla.
Nice.
Or
I
whatever.
mean, she almost has as much flat DR as Nidhogger, I believe. Because Nidhogger has 2 layers of flat DR in her weapon, 1 in her special, and then 1 in her B slots. I think it's the same. And Fellblast even gives you twin save. So I think it's the same, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, I'm glad she's not fast, because honestly, fast saves die like really fast in my opinion.
Unless
Like,
you're
they-
Fjorm.
Yeah.
Even Fjorm like has gone through very big ups and downs, right? Like
Yeah.
Fjorm is a roller coaster, honestly.
yeah, best save in the game, garbage. Best save in the game, garbage.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Erica Ring exists now.
Mhm.
Best save in the game again. Or second best. Yeah.
Second best, yeah, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
So-
I'm hyped. I like this Alear.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think she's like the best save. I still think that's Rhea, just because Miracle's really good. Even
Yeah.
though like Fatal Smoke is starting to trickle throughout the entire team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rhea's still
definitely.
super strong, so I still think that Rhea's better, but I do think this Alear it will be good too. Like in that tier below Rhea, where we have like the Fjorms, the does Corn count? Maybe. I don't know. Or Corn might be a dog.
Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty much there too. I think she's gonna be good. I just don't. Honestly, we've gotten so many armors in the past 6 months. I just don't need more armors. I'm like, well, other than Dedue, so I'm lying.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to
Yeah,
that.
we'll get
Do you
to
want to
it.
do male Alear? Satoshi, you want me to do this?
Sir.
Okay.
I'll do it. We got male Alear. We got Fell Child's Blade, has slaying for foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, inflicts all stats -5 and neutralizes foes' bonuses during combat. If foe initiates combat, or if unit's HP is greater or equal to 25% at start of combat, inflicts penalty on foes' all stats equal to number of distinct game titles among allies within 3 spaces of unit times 3 plus 4, max of 10. 50% DR piercing. Unit deals plus X damage. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by X, and reduces damage from foes specials by X. X is 20% of unit speed and restores 7. Wow.
Bro, this is,
So this
they
is-
literally copy paste. Like they're like, okay, it's the same
It's
thing
very
almost.
similar. It does not have the brave,
Brave.
which
Yeah.
I think is like huge.
You traded Brave for like one more stat, and the fact that it affects like in allies combats is too, and you get neutralizes those bonuses, which is like the most common effect this year. Like everybody has this effect, so I think this
Right.
is just not a very good.
I
weapon,
don't like
honestly.
it at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty mid.
He's also got Gust, Bond Breaker, so he has DC. At start of
Okay.
player phase or enemy phase, if unit's HP is greater or equal to 45%, grants Fell
Oh wait,
Spirit
hold on.
Okay, more. Oh my god.
to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn, and inflicts attack speed -7 and Schism on closest foes and any foes within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. If foe initiates combat or if unit's HP is greater or equal to 25%, at start of combat, grants all stats +9 to unit, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 7, includes Braves, and also he has Miracle. That's it.
Okay, so I don't think this like makes him like crazy, but at least he has a niche, right? Like he has the NCD
Yeah,
support
I like that,
niche
yeah.
alongside Schism too, which means you could turn off like triangle attack, dual strike, and Pathfinder, as a visible bonus, not as like on dagger. I mean, it gives them a niche, right? So that's something. Like
Right.
I don't know if that's enough
Like
to
you
make
can
them
combine
relevant.
this with
Yeah.
like other saves.
Yeah.
If you want to give NCD to your other saves. I don't think it's necessarily going to be that meta or
No.
that great.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm a bit skeptical of his combat right now. So I don't. Yeah, I think he's just all right. Like
Right.
I also
pretty-
think he's just
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Mass did point out a good thing though, that his miracle doesn't require any units like around
That's
him.
true.
So
That's
one.
Wait, actually, wait, hold on.
At least he's like can be solo, which is nice because that's like one of
Right.
Male Alear's like weaknesses on all of his versions, like his recent versions, is that he just can't be solo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Speed, defense, spiked wall. That's nice to have in the game. Like just completing family skills.
Odd speed
I don't think
4.
there's. No, yeah, that's fine too. I guess it's not like anything crazy.
He seems to omit the male debuff. Male Alear has been better than female Alear for like a long time until now.
That's
basically,
true.
controversial.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For like past year, essentially. What
Yeah.
else does it give out? Does it just? Oh, it gives out twin save too. I forgot about that. You're right. That's a good point. So it does make Gust a lot better.
Oh yeah, that's
I-
true.
I don't think
Wait.
that's.
That's
I
not
don't know if that's
super
enough.
I mean, I
but
don't think
that's
it'll make
something.
him.
That is better.
Yeah, it's
though.
something though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Felix tanks more? Question mark?
I am a fell dragon.
I don't know if Felix really cares about any of those things, but maybe. Okay, let's move on to Lena. I guess. I guess I'll just read the next two.
Yeah, you'll just read the next.
Yeah, go ahead.
Martyr Staff, you have Wrathful Staff, you have Slaying. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if the unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, you're going to get a visible attack and res +6, bonus doubler, and then the visible bonus that gives that neutralizes penalties on unit during combat to the unit and any ally within 3 spaces. That's pretty solid. If unit initiates combat or is within 3 spaces of an ally, you're going to inflict a penalty on the foe's attack and res equal to 20% of unit's visible res at start of combat +6. You're going to get true damage equal to X times 5. Where X is the total number of bonus effects active on unit and number of penalty effects active on foe, excluding stat bonuses and penalty effects max of 5. So this is
Nice five. Okay.
this is like the Valentine's banner, right? It's not the level of Restfelger, but it is still really good.
Yes.
Yeah, and then does not work with AoEs, blah blah blah, and then unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. So pretty decent combat, honestly, not bad. You're also gonna get attack and res +5 to allies within 3 spaces, so like a little drive effect. And then lastly, if unit has HP greater than 1 and foe would reduce unit's HP, so you're getting that miracle effect, but it's like the Fey miracle effect where you restore 99 HP, so the same as like Fallen Maria, but it's allies within 3 spaces of unit, once per map still, and does not stack with other miracle effects. I think that's it. So she's pretty much just Fallen Maria too, like literally, like
All in Maria too, literally.
yeah.
Okay.
She has Magic Shield. She has Holy Pressure. She has Attack Res Tidings, which is just a tidings skill, which gives out essentially the dazzling effect, but with attack and res instead of attack and speed.
Yep.
We have Resonance 4, that's the B skill you essentially want for a damaging healer, and then Pulse of Play as well, which means she has a good resistance stat, and she can offer a little bit of support there. I don't think this is anything to write home about. I don't know. Like it's
Yeah.
literally like slightly better Maria with just 3 range. The thing is,
Mhm.
when it comes to Miracle, we have so much Miracle in the current meta, and we have Rhea, who just is the best Miracle giver.
Mhm.
I don't see why you would run this unit, essentially.
I agree.
Same.
Um,
In the current meta, I don't think there's a particular place for her
Mm-mm.
in any mode.
She's cool,
Right.
but you know.
And she's also going
Yeah.
into a meta that is anti-Miracle right now. Like everyone's trying to get
It's Fatal
anti-Miracle
Smoke, yep.
on their team. So she's like kind of going into a meta where she's
People are
gonna
running
be-
Steve View too, specifically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So personally, I don't think she's like a bad unit by any means. I think her damage will actually be pretty solid. But like I just don't see why I would run her unless I'm a fan of like meta. Like that's
And you
legit.
need an ice
Yeah.
lock unit, I guess.
Yeah, she doesn't even come
Yeah.
with that. So
Yeah,
have
but
to,
you
like,
give it
actually-
her, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. Now let's talk about the actual unit on the banner.
yeah, I'm
the
so
one
hyped for
everyone
this.
cares
I'm
about.
happy for you,
Bro, look at this art, chat. Look at this. Oh my god. Like
Dude, that's so peak.
That's
Oh my
so
god, he
raw.
looks so good.
blue armor. So we have a blue beast armor. So this is our first arcane armor unit ever, which is really cool. This means you can give this to Fallen Edelgard. You can give this to like Kanegus. There's other people I can't remember, but like mostly those two because the ones I care about. Um, so we have slaying, and then foe initiates combat, or if the unit's HP is greater than 25% at start of combat, you're gonna have bonus to all stats equal to 25% of foe's attack at start of combat, -4, max of 14, minimum of 5. So pretty typical stats there.
Okay.
You're gonna neutralize penalties on unit, or neutralize penalties on unit. So that's a nice effect. You're gonna get true damage equal to 15% of your attack, including AoEs. Okay, interesting. Reduces damage from foe's attack by 15% of your attack during combat, including AoEs. Oh. And grants special cooldown cap -1 to unit before unit's first attack. Oh, I don't love that. And then you get the transformation effect, which gives attack +2 instant counter.
I'll be honest, having an armored arcane weapon have that true damage applied to AoEs is like really funny.
That is really
It's like
fun.
like one of the last units like that will actually use AoEs, but maybe I mean like Fallen Elgar can like do that, I guess.
Maybe. On an Edelgard AoE Gale Force, let's go.
Yo, I'll make
I
that
think-
happen.
I think the only thing I don't like here is the special jump being before your first attack. If it was before the foe's first attack, I think this weapon would be actually really
Yeah.
strong. Like not like
Mhm.
med fighting strong, but like for an arcane weapon, it would be really really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you could like use like a shield fighter build, right, and like not have
Yep.
to run Marth Ring at least for the first attack. I guess if you get double,
Mhm.
you still need it, but like you get my point. Like it's very similar to like Winter from Mortis, where like the time pulse effect isn't as good as it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like the special jump here would be more suited for offensive units, not
Mhm.
defensive units.
Right.
But like this is for beast armor,
Yes.
so
Exactly.
most of the time they're going to be defensive. So it's kind of weird that they chose this like activation condition for that.
Yeah. Okay, we also have attack, defense, fortune. So this is nice to just finally have in the game. I kind of want to put this on Tibarn, but I'm not gonna kill Dedue for that. But I do.
Well, you
want
don't have to
this.
kill it to do. He's rearmed.
Right, but then I want
you
to give
need
the weapon
more.
to like somebody. Yeah, I need like a lot.
Okay, I
of
see.
Dedues.
Yeah.
Maybe if I get like a ton of Dedues, I'll do it. But yeah, attack, defense, fortune, very nice to have. Like just another stat option for the transformation effect. Really, really good there. We have sturdy beast, which is a very good special. You know, scaling off of defense, which is nice. But we have Assault Fighter 4. Literally one of the beast skills we've been waiting for literally I don't know how many years, like 4 years at least. It's been a while. So if unit initiates combat or within the space of an ally, you're gonna inflict attack and defense -4 on the foe. You're gonna get true damage equal to 20% of your defense, excluding AoEs, and reduce damage from foes' attacks by 20% of your defense, excluding AoEs. You get a guaranteed follow-up attack, and you reduce the percentage of foes' non-special DR by 50%. This is really interesting. It's It's not really like where Bull Fighter was very much just like a player phase skill where you don't use it for anything else. This one's like much more mixed phased.
It's much
Yeah,
more mixed
that's
phase.
interesting. Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about that, if I'm going to be completely honest.
I don't think it's bad. Okay, like let's compare it to like Slick Fighter, right?
Yeah.
So Slick Fighter gives you the same amount of DR. It's still 20%, right?
Mhm.
You still get a guaranteed follow-up attack, so that's the same. This one gives you attack and defense -4 instead of just attack -5, so it's a little bit less more bulk but more damage. You also get
Right.
20% true damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, they didn't get that too. Never
And
mind.
I guess
That's
DR
on Slick
having?
Fighter. So that's the same. So like the only difference is DR having for neutralized penalties. So it's actually very I don't think it's that different. For tanking, obviously it's worse. But I think if you want to play like a mixed phase, obviously this is better.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was hopeful that like we have something a lot more player phase
Yeah.
focused, so that
I agree.
we can give it to like Edelgards or something.
Yeah.
I think because like trying to spread your resource budget to cover multiple phases generally does not age well. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like all of these things are things you want in player phase anyway, right? Like, if you don't have any
True.
flat DR,
yeah.
you'll die. So you kind of need that anyway. I think the real problem is like
That's fair,
50% DR shred. Like you kind of want that, but at the same time, it's not nearly as powerful as it was like a year ago. A year ago, like this effect was crazy, right? Now this effect is like okay, because like a lot of units don't even have DR.
Pretty much everyone
shred.
has it now. Yeah.
Yeah, like I would almost prefer if this was like a more special jumping, so that way you could just like have a crazy fast special going off, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think it's good.
Yeah,
But
where's
I just don't
special
think it's like
acceleration?
crazy.
I thought Bullfighter had special acceleration.
It did.
It
yeah,
did.
it did. They
Oh,
actually
it's
removed
gone now.
that, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's talk about for the true king, who is Dimitri.
For the true king.
That's such a good name. If foes within range equal 2 initiates combat against an ally within 2 spaces of unit, triggers savior, so you have far save there. If foe initiates combat against a target ally within 4 spaces of unit, trigger savior on unit. If support partner is on player team, target ally is support partner, otherwise target ally is ally with the highest attack on player team. So this is a 2 condition save where it has your normal far save, but then it also has an additional far save for one ally.
I see.
That's scary. That's so strong. That's actually so like
That's interesting.
imagine
can
like
you attack
having
match?
you can attack match. Yeah.
You can attack match. That doesn't have
So
That's
you can
cool.
have a 4-range save if you attack match on everyone. But even if you don't, like let's say you just have Yunaka, right? Like you don't have soccer on that team, you have Yunaka out there. Now Yunaka can just go engage, and you still have a far save for her.
That's
Right?
crazy.
That's pretty.
Yo, wait. That would be good with Valentine's Edelgard. Actually, though.
Oh wait.
actually,
wait.
That's true, yeah.
Wait.
For the true king, more like for the true queen.
So
am I right?
true.
No,
Yo,
no, it's
so
even crazier.
True, bro.
So if foe initiates combat against target ally, doesn't say range equal 2 or 1. That's far and near save.
Oh, wait.
What? You're right.
Wait, what? That's far and near save. In one unit. Now, obviously, it's only for one ally, but if you
Attack
that adds
match,
so
it's
much-
like, oh my god.
attack matching is one broken, right? But 2, even if you don't attack match, like you can choose the unit. You know when you build your team, the unit you need
Right.
that on, right?
Edelgard.
So like by just being
Yeah.
sure, but like whoever it is, like I don't think Edelgard really needs it. Edelgard's pretty tanky. But anyway, the point is like you can
Glad you noticed.
protect that one unit. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is
Like mega
That's,
hard.
that's crazy. That's actually
that's
crazy.
disgusting.
And there's
Like,
more to it too.
Yeah. Unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of a target ally, so you get warping. This is good, especially for openings. I would say for SD, like having warping in an opening makes openings really flexible and strong, so that's good. When it comes to actual like combat and stuff, it's probably not gonna play the biggest role just because there's so much anti-warping in the
Yeah.
meta, but it is a strong effect, right? And then if you're transformed, which you should always be transformed, or if the foe initiates combat, which should be always the case also, you're getting attack, defense, and res +5 during combat. You get to deal 7 true damage, excluding AoEs. You get to reduce damage from foes attacked by 7, so 7 flat DR, excluding AoEs. And you get special cooldown cap -1 to unit before unit's first attack. So dang, not foe again.
Yeah, not foe.
Okay. So I mean, it's still not bad, but like, sure. And then any reduces damage by X% effects that can be triggered by
Twin.
only once per combat can be triggered twice. So this is the twin
Okay,
save
so,
effect.
yeah, that's it.
Yo, this is a crazy ass C skill.
This unit's
so-
insane.
Yeah, you want to swap out the B for Shield Fighter and run Aegis, basically. That's what you do.
I don't think you do. Because he's a near and twin and far save. So if you only have Aegis, like,
True, yeah.
and Sturdy Beast is actually really, really good, right? Like all the snakes use Sturdy Beast because it's such a good special. Defense
Right.
match winning a defense check is actually much more difficult than winning a res check in the meta. So I think Sturdy Beast is actually really good. And he does have like what 1, 2. He has 1 layer less of flat DR, I think, than the snakes, or it's the same amount,
Right.
but it's 7 instead of 20% of your defense, which is a big difference.
Yeah.
the thing, man, this is interesting. Like, you probably do run like Slick Fighter B. Yeah, Aquin, you're probably right. Like, Assault Fighter's
Fighter?
cool, but like realistically, you're just like, I need to do to survive, right? Like, you're not really caring about him killing things.
Yeah.
I think it is cool for Dedue though, because like Dedue's just like a badass fighter guy, like right. Like,
Dude, he's so sick.
yeah. My God, this unit's crazy. And this unit can duplicate skills. Finally, we actually can duplicate skills. So you can duplicate, your higher grounds. You can duplicate you obviously have sturdy beasts, but you could duplicate other beast skills, other fortune skills, your armor skills as well. The only bad, is there anything bad? I guess you can't use an attune skill, but I don't think that's really that big of a deal.
Yeah. Well, I think you mentioned it that he doesn't have as many layers of flat TR as like snakes currently have.
Right.
And I think that's going to be like very important because Dedue will probably hinge live or die by whether or not he will be able to tank. Because having the 4-range savior is super, super nice on everyone, both near and far. But if he just dies, then what's the point, right?
I don't agree.
It offers that protection for the one turn, but like, it's not as impactful.
It's not like in SD meta right now, like there's like a big difference, right? Like a lot of times, your save does not die in the meta right now because of Rhea and stuff like that. Like the save is just so strong, like you have to. It's almost like part of the strategy figuring out how to actually kill the save right now, right? Because some of the saves are so strong.
Right. Yeah.
But we're also like leaning more into an offensive meta with like things like Camilla, Erica, and stuff who just kill saves typically, right? Like not many saves are surviving those units if they're properly built, like Fatal Smoke 4.
Yeah.
So if we are going back towards the meta where like your save is just there to take a hit, having a 4-range save is where you want to be, even if it just dies. Like, because it lets you play so aggressively on the opponent and like. It lets you position in such like the difference between a 2-range save and a 4-range save when it comes to offensive positioning is completely different. Like the amount of aggressive and ridiculous plays you can do is like it's like a completely different game essentially. So, I think it's really, really, really strong. Now, will he be the top surviving save? Probably not. And I think when it comes to E3's defense, I don't think it's going to be as valuable because you're not controlling the units, right?
Yeah.
So I think when it comes to E3's defense, you really just want a unit who is really difficult to kill so that they can't initiate on you. But when it comes to summoner duels, I think where you're controlling the units, it allows so much more flexibility in your play, positioning, and strategy. I think that's where he's going to be probably pretty strong at. And then also, it's just an arcane weapon. Like, thank God it's an arcane weapon, finally.
Yeah. Y'all needed it. Y'all needed it.
Is E3? Yeah, like I said, Leo, I don't think E3's defense is...
Like, who do you think are like prime units that would want this? I mean, there really isn't a lot, right? There's Kane. There's I wouldn't say a Fallen Edelgard unless we find out if she's refined jailed or not in like a couple months.
Right. I mean, if you love Fallen Edelgard, you want to play with her like a day earlier. No.
Sure.
Only the true fans will do that.
What else? Like beast armor. I mean, there really isn't much, right? So.
It's only like
There's like not many.
And
yeah. Honestly, like
the
this
snakes,
is so much underwhelming.
you don't want to use.
The thing is, like, oh, you're right, Aquin. Oh my God, Aquin, you're so right. This is actually an Erica counter, because he can near save. Now, obviously, it's not a perfect Erica counter, but he can near save and bar save, which means no matter what Erica does, she's fine to do.
Good.
That is true. Yeah.
And he's blue.
Yeah, I think this has a lot of implications that we'll have to like. With every unit, you have to play with them to really get the full like vibe of how they're playing.
Yeah, right. Especially this day and age.
But Fallen Edelgard and Mufasa, like probably there's probably more, but I can't think of them right now. Oh, Base of Mortis could use this.
I completely forgot about Fafnir.
He
would lose his but it's honestly not that big a deal. I'd probably do it. I will say, out of all, this is not me complaining. I'm very happy. I'm just pointing this out. Out of all the arcane weapons they could have given the Beast, this is probably the least influential in the sense that there's very few beasts who can use it. Right? If it was a flyer weapon, I think that would probably be like the most use.
I would sell like hotcakes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then probably second would be after that would be infantry. But I think armors are by far the least amount of units who can actually use it, especially if Fallen Elder gets to refine like next month, right? Then it's even one less unit. So there's that. But when it comes to the actual just unit, I'm just very happy that we actually got one, and Dedue got love after so long, because Dedue got treated like actual trash
For
on his,
like
first
ever, like
banner.
actually, yeah. So
yeah.
honestly, he freaking deserves it. He gets a
Yes.
yeah, he gets a solid refine in his base haul, and then he gets this. Yo, hold up.
And then it's possible we get like a dragon armor with Fafnir as well. So
Yeah.
that's not confirmed,
Yeah.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so with that said, is there anything else you guys want to talk about when it comes to Dedue, or you want to just talk about? Let's talk about the overall banner.
I mean, I'm interested to see how he performs in practice because obviously, like the
Right.
4 spaces,
Mm-hmm.
all saves is potentially if you attack match like on everything
Right.
could be very
Right.
very good.
It's yeah, I
Right,
think
like-
that's gonna be very powerful.
I'm
And it's not like
just-
that's something we haven't done before, right? Like that, there was a whole meta revolving around that before with like Legendary Elliewood. Like,
yeah.
right, exactly. Yeah.
So
The question is like, does he have the tankiness to be able to do that? And if the meta will accommodate the one, just protect once, as you mentioned.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, I think this is definitely a unit we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not be surprised if this unit ends up being just completely like busted. Like that's where I'm at. Where I think he has a lot of potential at least, right? We'll have to see it.
He has
see
a
it
lot
in
of potential
practice.
for sure.
Like I think he has a lot of potential. So I guess when it comes to the overall banner, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, are you excited for this banner? Are you
I'm
pulling
pretty
on this
excited.
banner?
Yeah, I'm really high on Dedue the most. Female Alear seems pretty interesting. I think she has some potential too. But I'm obviously not as high as this Dedue. This Dedue's like actually correct. Male Alear. Ouch. And then
The art's so good though.
the art is fire. I'll
Art
give
is
him that. I'll
actually,
give him
yeah.
that.
The
But
art, I think it's like it's the second best art. in my
yeah.
opinion.
And then the healer girl. Yeah, like what you said earlier, I really
Lena,
don't think she has a place like at all, really, unless you just like healers. Which, to be fair, to their credit, if you give them ice lock, yeah, I mean, that goes that's like more viable
he is-
alone than like 80% of the units in the game. So
Yeah, you can probably use like a unit like Sarah with Ice Lock and reach rank 1
Yeah.
in SDR.
yeah,
Yeah. I think my thoughts are similar to yours, Satoshi. Like, I don't think Lena really has a place, but obviously you can make it work since she's a healer with Ice Lock. Male Alear does have a niche, a very small niche, but it does exist. But I don't think he'll be that great overall. Like, being able to give armors near NCD is really good, but I don't think he himself is good enough to justify just running that for the NCD. Fallen female Alear, I don't think she's as good of a save as Rhea currently, but I do think she's probably like in that second tier of saves alongside like I don't know, like Fjorm or maybe the Snakes, maybe. I do think she'll be very, very good. And you can definitely like run her in like an SDS slot or even like use her in SDR. But I don't think she's really that necessary. And then Dedue is very interesting. I'm very curious to see how that plays out with the saves. I think he has the potential to be extremely strong, but there's also some things I need to see, specifically his combat, and how like the specific SD metas shape up to truly like evaluate how good he's going to be. But he does have insane potential. So that's going to be the unit to look out for, in my opinion.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Don, so Fallen Lena is the exact same as Fallen Maria. It's still one miracle per map, right? Like it's not anything different than that. This is literally just one extra space of range. So it's not like it's better, but it's not insane. In my opinion, I do think Dedue has the biggest chance to have an impact on the meta. But I do think that female Fallen Alear, like I would not be surprised if she does really well as well. Like also like NCD is such a powerful effect right now. And being able to have that on an armor is really, really good. That's why all of a sudden Fjorm's back again, like the millionth time. The difference being, of course, that you don't have to run Erica Ring on her, which means you can run like Ike Ring, which gives additional bulk. You can run other things as well, like if you want to, like I don't know, Sicker Ring, whatever. Probably just Ike Ring.
Probably Ike
But
Ring.
yeah, probably just Ike Ring. But the thing is, like, because we were already going back that way towards Fjorm, like having a new unit who's just better than her, I think means that she will have some place in the meta. Will it be a big spot? Who knows? But I think there is a spot for her at least.
Yeah.
When it comes to male Alear and Lena, I think that I think Male Lear's gonna be like just disappear like literally in a week or two. Like people will forget he exists.
Yeah.
Lena
sorry.
probably the same. Like she's cool, but like we don't even see Fallen Maria anymore. And so like a better Fallen Maria. Like I don't even like it would have to be like special miracle. She'd have to get special miracle for it to actually be like something where we're like, oh my god, you know what I mean? The fact that it's like it's already going into Fatal Smoke 4 and just like getting turned off is just not enough.
Right.
And then lastly, I think to do like definitely is like the unit with the biggest chance of being like crazy. Just like 4-range save is really strong. And then also the warping, like I said, the warping is not gonna probably play the biggest role. But like if you can kill, let's say like they have their anti-warp on their far save, which is pretty common right now, right? Because like snakes and stuff, or like even Lathander, being able to just move across the whole map, right, to any ally, is pretty cool. Like it can let you protect yourself essentially with a 4-range save, and then have to do fly in, like to either kill something or to like swap or like all kinds of stuff, right?
Definitely, yeah.
So I just think this unit has a lot of potential, but we'll have to see. Obviously, I'm a giant Blue Lions fan, so I'm gonna like be a little bit more hyped probably than I should be.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
excited.
so,
Like, Dedue is super cool.
Yeah, he
like,
seems so cool. I'm so glad he got done
Right.
justice for once. Jesus.
What do you mean for once? I thought OG Dedue was.
Well, he
pretty
got a
cool,
good
too.
refine. Yeah.
he got a good refine,
But like,
yeah. I think they hired him to do dev.
Good.
He was just like, no. So will you be pulling? Let's start with DTM.
I probably won't be pulling. I mean, I don't think that will be a surprise.
Right.
I did make an exception for Fallen Veil, but I'm not as big of a fan of the Fallen Alears as much as I was a Fallen Veil. And as much as like Dedue seems like super cool and has the potential to be very, very strong, I also don't think he's necessary per se. Like there are ways you can do openings where you can still have your knock in position and still have save.
Right.
Like using repo on your save. But yeah, like I obviously like I think these units, or specifically Fallen Female Alear and Dedue, has the potential to be extremely strong. But yeah, I don't think any of them will particularly suit my accounts. So yeah, I'll be skipping.
One thing I just thought too is like when it comes to the SDR meta in particular, you're playing with Sakura 100%. So like 4-range save doesn't matter as much because your unit's always going back to Sakura. You know what I mean? So I can definitely see an SDR where he doesn't play a big as a role there because like
I see.
you just have Sakura.
Yeah.
You just have Sakura, which is
Yeah.
broken. So I guess help me out. But yeah.
True.
What about you, Satoshi?
Well, unfortunately, I can't. I don't know if Bridal Banner will bait me. Brave Byleth is a couple months away, 3.
Right,
so
right.
I can't really afford to summon, unfortunately. So I'll be going
say
every
that,
red
but
in.
they're
No,
gonna
I'll be
have,
going every red in my
female
circle.
Byleth and-
Oh well.
Female
Yeah.
Byleth and Edelgard duo.
Oh well, that's a
like
that's a
Mario.
+10 like day one. It's not even funny. But yeah, I unfortunately can't. I'll do whatever red is in my first ticket circles, but I'm not. I'm stopping there. Yeah, I'm stopping there
Red.
for Alear. Oh,
Oh, okay. I see.
no, I lied. That's the sword
Blue?
one. The
Or what do you
Green.
put for female Lear?
female,
Or-
yeah,
Okay.
green. Then.
green.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, green. So
Of course, I'm gonna be pulling here. I'll at least be going to 1 spark, maybe 2, but probably 1. The thing is, for me, I just don't really like any of the units on the banner other than Dedue. So like, I don't really want to go to 2 sparks just to get like 1 to guarantee to do, and then like maybe a second to do with my luck. We'll see, but I'm definitely gonna get at least 1. I love Dedue as a character. He's like one of my favorite characters from Three Houses, and like, I love Beast, and like Beast Dedue is just like peak. So
yeah,
I'll
Yeah.
definitely be pulling.
It's definitely Oblivion coded. Like this
Yes,
dude's like
yes.
made for you. Did you kind
Has
of
the
look
same-
like Oblivion profile pic? Wait, kind of does actually.
He's my cousin.
I see.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. Hi, Joe. Yeah, I think the thing with Alear's effect is strong to have on your account, but we also have like Winter Felicia, which isn't
Yeah.
as powerful of effect, but I think I'd rather have her than male Alear at
Right.
least. Obviously, female Alear like combining the role of armor plus that effect is really good though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it. You got anything else you want to say?
Nope.
I think that really covers it. I don't know how long it normally takes to get the refines, but
Oh, I forgot about that. Let's see.
are they here?
I don't know. Let's find out. If the refines are here, we'll go over that. 'Cause why not?
Yeah.
I literally forgot they existed.
All right, YouTube peeps, because I recorded this on YouTube while I'm streaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone. Bye, bye, bye.